There's many different ways to finance transactions, guys. Today we're talking about what I think you should focus on for one of the best strategies to raise money during the recession. And there's a number of reasons why. I want to talk about raising money through your IRA or through having someone self-direct that IRA money to you to buy properties or buy houses in your market. Now, traditionally, we're going to use a hard money lender, private money lender, credit line, direct bank financing with amortized loans. If you're going into a traditional long-term strategy, you can buy a property, getting the homeowner to finance it to you, seller financing. You can do lots of different things. There's joint venture equity partnerships. Now, what I want to talk about here is the reason why I think an IRA, someone who has money in it, is more likely to lend to you during recession. And it's because the opportunity cost of what they do with that money. Let's say John Smith over here, one, has $100,000 in their bank account. John Smith, two, over here has $100,000 in their IRA. And you need to borrow $100,000. Which one's going to be more likely to give it to you? Now look at what they have the opportunity cost to spend this money on. Over here, if they get behind on bills, groceries, medical insurance, parties, drugs, alcohol, girls, boys, whatever it is, they can spend it on. Over here, that money's tied up in their IRA. Now also, second thing is, when you have your own money, do you more or less likely want to invest that money into your own deal? Now over here, if you have your money tied up in an IRA, it's tied up till later in your life, but you can't direct your money to yourself. You cannot lend your money to yourself. There's prohibited transactions. You can't lend up the vertical line. You can't lend it to your parents, grandparents, children underneath you. You can't lend your money to an entity of your own. So you have prohibited transactions and limitations on what you can use your money for. So you need someone else, an investor, who can help you get your money in play. So because the fact that you need someone else's help, there's another barrier of limitation for them to get their money in play and working. Now, last thing is that they're going to be more likely to lend their money to you at a longer period of time, because the money that's inside the IRA that they're lending on the property is going to be taxed differently when the return comes in, because it's not taxed. It's a non-taxable event. So if their money's tied up in their IRA, as compared to over here, if they're lending money to you directly, think about if you lent 10%, 10% as a lender, one in your IRA, one out directly from your bank account. As the money comes in, paying taxes over here, not in the same rate over here. So therefore the yield is shifted over here, meaning they get a higher return on the dollars that they lend out. So do you think that they might be able to lend the money at a little better rate to you? So the other thing is, because they can't spend that money and it's tied up long-term, they're more likely to go into longer-term deals with you. 5-year deals, 10-year deals, potentially, or even longer. So there's many reasons, guys, you should be focused on raising money from self-directed IRA options. I'd be checking out, Quest Trust Company, Equity Trust, some other companies around there, guys. Go out there in your marketplace, see what you have locally. I would start attending these local IRA meetings, the local REI clubs, and because what happens at these events and what happens at these local meetups is they're kind of like dating cruises or dating, parties or meetings, I guess you could say. You're going to have a lot of people that have money tied up in the IRA. You're going to have a lot of young hustlers and the grinders hitting the streets, running out there, doing the lead generation, bringing the deals. So the deals are coming in, the money's coming in, and you need to find someone that you can go on a date with, I guess you could say. So I'd be focusing on this, guys, aggressively. Start raising money now, because when the deals start dropping, I don't know how fast it's going to happen or how aggressive it's going to happen in your specific market. You will see better deals. You're starting to see it in certain markets. As they start to fall, you don't want to start raising money then. I know they tell you if there's a deal, there's going to be the money. That's not always the case. Usually it's the case if the deal is big enough. But if you don't have money on hand, the person coming in knows they have a leverage on you. They're going to try to get a better rate from you. They're going to try to get more equity out of the deal, and they're going to put more leverage on you. So raise money now as the deal flow picks up, because as you guys know, the inversion's coming. Deal flow has been low forever. Money's been high. As it turns, money's going to be hard to raise. Deals will be everywhere on MLS like they were last time. Get out there, get that money, guys. Go buy those houses. I'll see you on the next one.